Hey guys, second time trying to record this. Apparently I didn't hit record the first time. It's been a long few days. We are on day 3 of the Michigan COVID-19 situation here where the schools are closed and we have done as much of a lockdown in our house as possible. I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that came up. I have a friend who her spouse is going out to work, much similar to many of us. People are still having to go to work. And part of the issue is that her spouse was then in the same room as someone who has been to a level 3 CDC warning country. It's a small area that they work in, and this person also was exposed to other coworkers, not directly to this person's spouse, but to other coworkers in the area. And then when it was realized that this person had just traveled in from a level 3 country, they were sent to the medical facility at their work and then sent home for 2 weeks to self-quarantine. No symptoms, it's out of an overabundance of caution, I'm sure. But the problem being, I'm thinking about it that school campuses have now made it to where if you've been to a level 3 country, even before the schools all decided to go online for colleges, that you should not have returned to campus for 14 days. So my concern is now, from this situation, obviously we know that people that are coming from level 3 countries are returning to workplaces and not taking that 14 days on their own. This person obviously got sent home, but after they had already been in contact with people at this job, they had been in contact with surfaces in a small area. And so the biggest issue is when you're in a household like mine or my friends where there are immunocompromised people, that puts their families at risk. I mean, unknowingly and unintentionally. And like I said, there's no evidence to say that just because this person traveled that there's an illness or anything like that. But if our colleges are saying don't come around at all for 14 days if you've been to a level 3 country, shouldn't our workplaces be saying the same thing? Especially because you would think that they don't want their workforce infected. The companies that are still making people come to work need to take better precautions. They need to put things in place and let people know that if they don't, if they don't want to risk getting other people sick, if they've been to one of these level 3 countries, they should probably stay home for 14 days. That's just my opinion, but I think that opinion would be shared by quite a few people, because now if this person does end up coming down with something within the 14-day period, he has exposed how much of the workforce at this company. He has exposed their families, and you don't always know someone's situation at home. You don't know what illnesses maybe somebody's dealing with, or if they have their elderly parents or sick children living in their home. So I think it would just be a wise step to take in Michigan and elsewhere, that if you've made the choice to travel to one of these level 3 countries, you should be forced to stay home for 14 days. And what that means for each company and each employee, I don't know. But it makes sense to me that if we're saying to college kids, you can't come back to campus if you have been in one of these countries, it would make sense to me to say you can't come back to work if you've been to one of these countries. Anyway, that's just a piece of my mind today. Hopefully today will be a good day. We're all pretty tired. We've had a little bit of added stress here lately, so things have been getting a little bit much, all being stuck in the house with added stress. But we're just trying to rest and hydrate and take our vitamins and take precautions and stay away from this as much as possible, and I hope you do the same. Thanks.